All right, Jacob Frost, first of all, great season. What did it feel like to finish on a high note out there in 7th place?
It feels really good to end on a win. Obviously, how yesterday's matches went. I didn't really want to end my tournament on those, and I lost today. So finishing on top, that definitely that helped.
Take us back to last night, an emotional night with your brother losing right before you step on the mat. How do you compartmentalize? Maybe feeling bad for your brother, heartbroken for your brother, and then you got to go out there and wrestle yourself.
It was definitely tough. I've said before, I really don't like watching his matches because it gets me too worked up. But in the third period, when I saw he had that shot and he was about to finish, I was watching the TV and I was not really focusing on myself. So I was getting kind of distracted by that. So it was really tough to watch that and then go out there. I just have to focus on myself really and make sure I'm hitting my checkpoints and doing the things I need to do.
Talk about maybe some of those moments in the tunnel or back at the hotel with Evan. You guys kind of helping each other out. What are the emotions you're feeling when you're with him?
It's a little bit of a mix of both. Obviously, I'm heartbroken for him, but I got my match won in the blood rounds, and he came with me to cut some weight last night. So, he was sitting by me, he was doing everything with me, and he was telling me how proud of me he is, and it's a privilege to cut that weight. So.
We talked about it, I think, after the Alvarez match. This was a season for you that you didn't know whether you were going to be in the lineup or not, and for you to come out in All-American and do that, what does it mean to you to just go out and be able to do that when you weren't sure that was even going to be a possibility for you?
Yeah, it's just been a long road, I was banged up last year, and then beginning of this year, I ended up missing the wrestle-off, so I was a little bit banged up. And obviously, I didn't know those guys were coming down or not, so I didn't really know what was happening. But it feels really good. I was telling, I don't know who had the video on before, but it's just one of those things where you just put your head down and you just keep chopping, and eventually you'll look up and you'll see the whole force is gone. That's what I told him. I don't really know where it's from, but I write it down. Every other day, I got a journal and I just write it down because you don't know when you're going to get your chance. Even if we saw Carter Faucic this year, he got his chance and he erupted Hilton Coliseum, right? So you don't know when you're going to get it. You just have to be ready to go at all times. And obviously, my chance was, the NCAA tournament and the rest of the season. But you have to be ready to go at all times, and you just never know what's going to happen, right?
This season obviously was a tough one for you guys relative to the expectation you had coming in. For nothing you guys can control, it just was what it was. But you guys had a lot of young guys coming into this tournament. I think everyone except Hockey was a freshman or a sophomore. So when you start looking ahead to the future, how excited are you for that when you see the both the guys you have and coming back and trying to improve the result next year?
Yeah, I think a lot of our guys are excited and they're hungry. I know a lot of our guys didn't really get what they wanted, and I know for sure they're gonna take a little bit of time off, obviously, just to heal their body up, and they're gonna get right back to work and just keep developing and keep getting better, and places that they're good at, and obviously places that got capitalized on by their opponents. So we got a lot of young guys, but I know for a fact that they're all hungry for more.
Reflect on your tournament as a whole. 141 was one of the deepest weight classes in the country. What does it say about you? What kind of statement does it make to finish on the podium?
There's a lot of tough guys at 141. I knew coming in this was going to be, it was going to be a war, and I was ready for it. I was ready to just go out there and compete every single match because there are a lot of savages at 141. I think the top 15 guys really could have made the podium, right? And I don't really know about a statement about myself. Just just get in there and keep fighting and just go take what I want, right? I have my goals were to get on the podium this year, and every day I came in and worked and just kept striving for it. So I knew the battle was coming, right?